Well, we're at home. We got back with our broken springs, but we thought we'd just talk about Birdsville from here and share what we liked about it and loved about it, what we did while our car was up on the hoist.
Yeah, the main thing was the car held up, and we didn't have to stop a second time to fix the broken spring. The mechanic, when we took it into Birdsville, we went into the mechanics. He had a look at it. He couldn't believe that we'd made it all the way we did. Put it up on the hoist, took the springs off, which then meant that we were without a car for a couple of days.
Yep.
So we had to get some accommodation at the caravan park. We got a cabin, which was great. It was overlooking some, the back of the caravan park, nice treat area, plenty of bird life, like the birds we've got around here.
Yeah.
And we stayed there for a few days while the car was being fixed.
Yeah. The park backed onto the Diamantina waterhole.
But really nice area.
Yeah.
Jenny loved it over morning.
Yeah, loved the mornings. There was so much bird life down at the water, and I just get up. I'm an early riser, so I'd get up just at my normal time, but go down and watch the sunrise over the water, and bird life galore of all sorts, and it was just magical. Really, really beautiful. And once the sun popped up, I'd walk up to the bakery, get a coffee, and go back down to what I call Coffee Rock and just sit there and take in the rest of the next half hour or so. It was just beautiful.
If I woke up early enough, I'd go down and have a cup of coffee too.
Find me on Coffee Rock.
But it was really good. The parts were actually flown in. The parts came in from Brisbane, and we only had to wait a day for the parts to arrive, which was really good. We did have the job go over the weekend, so we had to get accommodation, but really that's just part of it. And we had a lovely time at Birdsville. The people in Birdsville are fantastic. We really enjoyed our stay there.
Yeah.
We had a swim in the local swimming pool, which is the pool at the state school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go down the information centre, put a deposit down, they give you the key, and then the pool's yours for the day. So that was really good. We enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was so good. The temperature was in the mid-30s actually, but apparently it was too cold for the locals to swim. So each time we used it, we were actually the only ones there. It was really refreshing.
And beautiful. The next day we actually went to Pelican Point.
Yeah, we went for a walk.
We took a walk down there.
Just a couple of kilometres, because we were without the car, of course.
Yeah. So we walked down there. As we left the road, there was quite a wetland area, and the birds there were absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I love filming the birds, and there were so many of them there.
We both love photography actually, so Brendan's really good at bird photography. I'm not so good on bird photography. I like a bit more scenery and stuff like that. So it was just paradise for us both, with the birds and the scenery. The sunrises and sunsets were absolutely spoiled. Yeah.
And Jenny's more artistic than I am, so she takes an absolute ripper of a shot. Whereas I get into the technical side of camera speeds and all that sort of stuff to get the birds in action. But
yeah, we sort of became familiar with everything at Birdsville while we were there. We had a few pub meals and a couple of cafe lunches, and went down the information centre. They had also good information about the local area as well, and a lot of resources, maps, and you can hire sat phones from there, and between Birdsville and Mount Dare you can hire it at both ends and return it at either end. So
that was really good.
That was good. It was just good to get in and get the washing done. I use a scrubber washing bag while we're camping, which is great for refreshing the clothes. But it was good just to do a great big wash up of sheets and all of that sort of stuff, and some hot showers, and
yeah, a decent shower was well worthwhile and very much needed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And we found everyone at Birdsville, without exception, was lovely to deal with, and they all went the extra mile for you, and it made it a really enjoyable time in Birdsville.
And there was a mini mart at the Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Which was really good. They had everything you could possibly need, including some meats and frozen veg and different canned stuff.
And a couple of resident lizards.
Yeah, some lizards. And they had a piano out near the petrol bowsers, and we tinkled the ivories for a little while on our last day.
Not that we could play the piano at all. Ready?
Yeah. Take 101.
But we had a bit of a bash.
It was really good fun. And saw the Onslow, the little beetle, the Volkswagen beetle that did from Birdsville to Mount Dare. Yeah, so and that's got pride of place at the Roadhouse there. So we got a photo taken with that.
And there's a story
kids book. Yeah, bought a book home to read to the grandies. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we just really loved Birdsville. It was great. Once the car was repaired, we went out to the Waddy trees. We're just 12k out of Birdsville, out the what road?
The development road.
Air development road. To see the Waddy trees, a protected species of tree, a very hard timber tree. Oh, here it is here. Here's one. I don't know, how do we turn it around? They were used for posts and things by the pioneers, and still standing today. We've just been reading an info board.
Some are 1,000 years old.
Yeah, and Aboriginal people used to use it traditionally to transport fire from one camp to another. So because it would take a smouldering piece from one camp to another to transfer fire. So
there's plenty of flies here.
Yeah, lots of flies.
And the dead wood is so hard that they say you can't even drill through it. I don't know whether that's right or not, but who knows?
It's supposed to blunt an axe.
Yeah,
but...
and if you use tools on them like axes, you can damage the blades. So.
Turn around and have a look.
So this is the area here.
There's a few, and there's quite a few over the other side too.
Yeah, a bit hard in the sun. But there's some in the distance over there too. Yeah, the Waddy trees.
So that was pretty cool to be able to see that. That was once we had our car back. But we did have a beautiful night out at Big Red, didn't we? Yeah, we're lucky. Ross and Glenda and one of the other couples who we were travelling with, they let us hitch a ride out with them out to Big Red for a sunset, and it was just magical. It was so beautiful. I walked down the bottom of Big Red because I wanted to look back up and see the colours reflecting on the sand, and it was really beautiful, and there's just really not enough words to describe it, is there? It was the colours that the sunset throws is just magnificent. We're out at the Big Red for the sunset. We've been here for a little while. It's absolutely magical. Check it. Nice. Cheers. Unfortunately, I'd left my fly net up in the car, so I just fashioned with my hair, brought my hair around like a bit of a veil over my face to try and help with the flies. But yeah, and then I walked back up and joined the rest and watched the final sun dip down behind the dune, and yeah, it was really a really special evening. It was beautiful.
So that was the last of our Simpson Desert trip.
But yeah, definitely rate the Simpson Desert. We can't wait to do it again. It's a bit like doing the Cape. It gets in your blood. Put it on your bucket list. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us, Tripos Adventures, on the socials and give us a like if you like what you see. Okay.